Hello, welcome to the Peak Podcast. Today we'll be talking about Berserk by Michael Grant.
And then we'll be talking about Halo Cryptum by Greg Bear.
Alright. In the story of Berserk, it's set in the same time we are right now. The only difference is that we have like micro-technology that people can use to like change minds and minds, change people's thoughts, and really just like go on self-operations. It follows the main character Noah, codenamed Keats, and Sadie, codenamed Plath. Yeah, it's you, bro. Anyway, and they follow it because the part of the story is that they're going against two sides. One side is like a rebel group, and the other side is like the Armstrong Corporation. The Armstrong make cookies, but they're also trying to take over the world. It makes sense.
Yeah, I get it.
You know, average. You know, so they basically the big billionaires. They have. So between Noah and Keats, Noah and Plath, the other team is has Bugman and this guy called Baranovsky. They're two old people who control the microbots, and it's between them, and really just like two assassinations, trying to assassinate different world leaders, basically.
Okay, when you say microbots, do you mean like little robots or like?
I mean like robots that could fit in your ear and then go around your brain. Like they could go in there and they're gonna stab a needle in there, and then it's gonna change.
Could you like? Oh, okay, that makes sense.
That
makes sense.
It's like this big, and then it can go in there. The way they assassinate people is they go in there and they can plug us something.
So it changes how you think and stuff.
You're like, okay.
You made it seem like it could cause like World War III
or something. They basically can. They can kill world leaders. But the cool thing about it though is that just the way the site works in the book, they have like these like two old like little metal sticks. They can stick them in your mouth. Let's say you have like dogs, and it's like you have a memory of dogs. You have a memory of hate. If you connect those two wires, then you would hate dogs like for the rest of your life, and you could do that kind of stuff, or you could just kill a guy.
So I could basically just connect two wires in somebody's brain to make them hate themselves.
Yup. Does that happen to you?
Okay.
Alright, it's written. Okay, point of view.
Yeah, you do yours actually.
Okay. Point of view is like first person, like possess. It's like first person, but there's like switches characters every chapter. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, but some of the main characters in my book are Chakas and Riser. They're like the humans in the book because most of them are aliens and stuff.
When you say aliens, you mean like big guys, or like
I would have to show you pictures, but it's like not the aliens we see, like the type of aliens we think of when you hear the word alien.
Oh, so it's like really Martian.
But like it doesn't have like a face or anything, and it uses like armor to protect itself. So it's like a snail. Those so Chakas and Riser, they're like normal people. They look like you. But then you have an alien over there that they're friends with. But yeah. But then
it's like kind of tough.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Only the Forerunner can go to different planets. So the main setting is like just going on different planets and trying to like finish a mission that he was tasked.
It's like Minecraft, but like in 5 different worlds.
Yeah, kind of.
Exactly. Makes
kind of.
sense. You try to assassinate kids.
Kind of. Yeah.
Is the goal to kill people, or is it like...
The goal is to fulfill your destiny. So, here's what's happening. The main idea is the librarian. The librarian created all of the universe and stuff, and each person gets one task in life. And they have to fulfill that task to become free. And he's been trying to fulfill his task for years. And he's been going planet to planet trying to see where his... So, an ancilla is like something that's in his armor that tells him where to go, what to do.
GPS.
So kind of like the microbots you were talking about. They tell you exactly what to do. So that's literally what it's telling him. And it keeps taking him in wrong directions and stuff because his was misused by the old person who had it. Yeah, but it's really complicated.
So it's like crazy book.
It's crazy. It's nonstop. That's where I get into like how the book like runs and stuff, like how it's written. It flows really good. There's always action, so it like never gets boring.
That's cool. That's cool. There's always just stuff happening.
Yeah, pretty dang much.
Is it always like the same character? Like, what's the point of view of it?
The POV is normally first person.
Normally?
It's normally from the Forerunner's POV.
Does it, like switch characters?
Sometimes, not often though.
Alright. That's pretty good.
Okay.
So compare and contrast. Berserk's themes, is it like how you're able are you able to live yourself if you do crazy things, like bad things, like being able to live yourself beside what you've done, and it's kind of like also like trying to find like people you can trust instead of untrustworthy places, like Noah and Keats, for example. They're like they were both kidnapped like the same time, and so they're like they don't really know what's going on anymore. But they're in the microbot program now, and they can't leave because then they would share secrets, I guess. But like, so I guess all they have is each other, and so they kind of like form bond, I guess.
Do they have the microbots inside of them or no?
So they're the ones controlling the microbots. The way that the thing works is that they kind of just kidnap two guys off the street. It was like, you're gonna work for us now. You're gonna assassinate people. It's all a big game, bro. Trust. You don't have to worry about it. So they basically lied to them about like what they're actually doing.
So I could just go kidnap somebody off the side of the road and put a bot in their ear.
Well, they didn't give them bots. They gave them the controls to the bots. So they're the ones doing the things. They don't know what they're doing though.
Okay.
And like, I guess they just only have each other. That's the kind of theme, like finding bonds. It's kind of the opposite of like the antagonist, because he starts off the story with all these people that he had. But as it goes on, he loses all like the pride and that kind of stuff. Anyway, yeah. How about you? What's something
Okay.
else?
So like the main focus pretty much is just like fulfilling destiny, like I mentioned. Like destiny is like a tough word.
Destiny discover. I will find this book.
Yeah, but like it tries to like hook you all the time. It like tells you it's basically what I mentioned already on the fact of like how they're going from planet to planet, just trying to figure out how things work, and like because there's a lot of stats in there too of like what levels you are of a
This
Forerunner.
guy's level 2.
Like
He's a noob.
So here's the thing: you start at a Manipillar level. That's what the main character is. He's a Manipillar.
Okay, wait a second. Manipillar. I'm thinking like a caterpillar with a human head. Is that a Manipillar?
What I showed you was a Manipillar.
Oh, okay.
But then it gets higher and higher in level, and one of the highest levels was what the Didact was. He was like a supreme or something. like it was crazy. But yeah, he was just. But the Didact was like crazy.
He has all the supreme.
Like he wasn't asleep for like 10,000 years, waiting for like a freaking weapon to be made or something.
So hold on, wait. Is this like set in the future? Is it like in the
Yes, it's set in the future.
Like how many
Dude,
years though?
I think it was like 100 million or something.
Oh my god. Hey guys, we're gonna be off. And it's still as humans? It's crazy.
Yeah, they have humans, it's just they're controlled now. Like the aliens have took over most of the planets.
They got the microbots in them. They got the microbots in their head. Exactly.
Kinda, yeah. But like, I wouldn't say they're like completely controlled. Like they can live a normal life, but like the Forerunners and stuff always come in and take a lot of their stuff because they need it for resources. Yeah, they're literally getting robbed. That's it.
Alright, yo. I'm gonna keep on going. The writing style of my book.
Okay.
So here's the problem with it. It's really good at like soft scenes, like when nothing's really going on. But then like in like the bad scenes, like action scenes, it's really boring. It's like he crawls up the wall, he goes onto the guy, he throws a knife at the dude, he dodges it, and it's like you're reading like a screenplay or something like that. It's like
So it's like you're watching an action movie with captions on.
Basically. He sings. He does the Macarena. All things.
Okay.
But then like
so that's reasonable.
I guess so, but like it's kind of weird. So you said yours action was really good though?
Oh yeah. It like is so in detail. Like it's not like he throws a knife.
The knife whizzed across the air, cutting the air as it cut through. Like it was butter, or something like that.
Yeah.
That's like.
But it like, he just knows how to make it like flow into the book, because he'll be talking about a topic and then he'll mention like the Didact, because that's the main focus right now.
So the Didact is like the thing that's in your mind.
The Didact is like the heavenal. It's like God, pretty much.
God is a didact.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But like the didact is like immortal and stuff. And so one of his quests, the Forerunner's quest, was to go and wake the didact up from his sleep because he had a mission he had to do. Well, when he woke up, he didn't want to do that mission. So like thousands of ships came in and tried taking him. Like letting you know, it's like frickin' Peter Pan with the floating ships. Like there's 1,000 floating ships.
Bro's gonna die.
I don't know how gravity works, but it was working.
I mean, they're 100 million years in the future. They gotta figure out somehow.
Yeah.
They got the floating rocks in Fortnite.
Exactly. No. But yeah, they just tried capturing the didact, and then he decided to kidnap the Forerunner, Chakas, and Riser, and then try giving them armor to go to work with him. But here's the thing I don't get though. Why wouldn't they just take the armor and then try to take down the didact, or at least get them a little weak so then they can escape? Because if the didact kidnapped them, you wouldn't want to think they'd stay and fight for him.
Yeah, but like, okay, listen, the didact, he sounds like he's like God, and so he could like do whatever he wants. So if you ran, he'd probably just teleport to your location. And
Okay,
just say,
he can't teleport though.
Okay, then he'd take his billions of spaceships all to your location. Like, the entire U.S. Army is pointed outside your location.
But here's the thing, everyone was against him because he wouldn't do his quest. That's why the ships were coming in. They were trying to take him so then he could do his quest. Because he was supposed to finish it before he went his sleep for 10,000 years.
Or had a little nap.
Yeah, just a little nap. It was a beauty nap.
Of course. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you say, does it follow one person the entire time, Dale?
I would say it does first and third person because most of the time it's from his POV.
Can you see thoughts
But
though?
then, yes, most of the time.
Most of the time.
But other times, it's from like Chakas' point of view, and then it shows.
When you're in Chakas' point of view, can you see thoughts?
Yeah.
So that's-
That's what's weird about it.
I think that means it's like first person, like omniscient, or that might be third person. But it's like
I don't know, something like that.
first person thingy.
Yeah, but like, you can then when Chakas is talking, you could like hear, the other guy talking, the Forerunner talking. So like, he's talking to the Forerunner, but you can't hear what the Forerunner's thinking at that time. So it's like back and forth with who's the main character at the point.
I'm the main character, just. I'm on the one. Yeah.
Yo, I'm the main character in your book.
You're-
Freaking Noah's in the
You
book.
really are.
I'm P.
Yeah, your brother died in the war, bro. Apparently, according to the book. I'm sorry.
My uncle did.
Your uncle died? Damn.
One of them.
That's crazy, bro. Hey, I guess you just literally just Noah, bro. That's I guess makes sense. All right.
Okay, what else do you got?
I mean, hold up. I got like, yeah. House is like, I guess the way that this book. So your book's kind of like better at like explaining action sequences and more like kind of crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And mine's like, okay, there's like this one scene in the book, and this is like really cringy stuff, but it's like, so they're in I'm trying to think about it now. So they're after the thing, it's I literally have a quote for this actually. I might as well say it, but it was after Noah and Noah and Plath, after the thing was like done, and they had just like killed a bunch of people, like the thing. The girl, Sadie, or Keats, no, it's Plath.
Yeah.
There's three people. Anyway,
Yeah.
he was right outside Noah's door and was like, I wonder if I knock my door right now, would he open up right now? Or would he would he want me in there? And then the reason why I was like, because even if her mother and her brother and dad were still alive, they would never be able to understand what had happened to her. But he would, maybe Keats. And so it's like, that was on Grand 194. But yeah, it's like, it's peak, because like, it's more like softer stuff, honestly. Like, everyone's dead. I guess I'm emo now. But yeah. I don't know.
That makes sense. But there is some good quotes that are in here
What are
too.
some crazy quotes?
Actually, hold on. One of them is the quest, the fight, never finding, or the victory. You are what you dare. So, that's basically saying when you get your quest, you have to fight and you don't stop until you fulfill that.
So
And like you
basically-
get your victory.
Wait a sec. So you like the quest, like when you get your quest, you have to finish it basically.
Yes.
So like what?
Most of the time it's like what you're saying, like assassination. You have to like kill somebody or help somebody.
My quest is like to exist stressed.
Yeah,
But
and then
like-
what it says you are what you dare, it's saying, well, here's the thing. You go and you do this, but when you do this, your emotions can't get the best of you. So like if you go and kill somebody like Charlie Kirk or something, and then you go like try to commit suicide, that's like dumb. So it's saying you are what you dare. So like if you dare to do that, then do it. But if you're not gonna do it, don't do it.
I dare not to do my podcast. I'm done. I'm free. I dare to be a lazy guy. All
Okay,
right.
you got any good quotes?
My other one was like, so I said, okay, Bugman. Bugman's the guy that the Armstrong twins are basically like sponsoring. They're the guys like have the money. Anyway, he's like this one guy's like really good at, like tweaking. I guess that's what they call it in the book.
Yeah.
Tweakers. But they basically after like going against like Noah and Keats, like, head on head, like inside the micro, like, the microbes are fighting inside of someone's
Yeah.
mind, and it was like, I guess it was saying that after he lost, your pride cost him the victory in that battle, Anthony. Your pride when he's getting yelled at, and then he got beat with a wooden paddle.
Of course he did.
Of course, bro. On page Grant 201. But yeah,
Okay.
it's like, I don't know. It's tough though. That's about good for that section, right?
One more. Because there's a quote right here that says, I think of the didact locked in his cryptdom. If the domain is destroyed, I have committed my husband to eternity of darkness, silence, with only his own rage and madness to keep him company. So, that is the librarian saying that. Like, that's one of the only things you'll ever hear the librarian say.
It's
Like,
poems.
so here's the thing. The librarian was like the creator of all creation. And so was the didact. He was a part of that. So the didact and the librarian were married at one point. And then there was a war that broke out because the librarian loved humanity, but the didact hated it. That's why he went in his sleep for 10,000 years. Well, the librarian purposefully set up the Forerunner to go on that quest to wake him up because the librarian needed a favor.
You know what's it called? Why would the librarian love humanity? These are the ones like you said like humanity is like has like microchips. in it.
Yeah.
They're like kind of like.
But here's the thing though, they could use those people against each other. Because if they need people for like war or something, they can go and just take people they need. Like yes, the aliens are like 10 times stronger than them.
But,
But
like,
still,
they have
but
midnight
still,
numbers.
here's the thing. But like, if you have 8 billion people who created guns, tanks, military and stuff,
That's something.
it's something compared to nothing.
Yeah.
Like you have more people to fight with you.
Exactly.
So that makes sense. And when it says, I think the didact locked in on his cryptdom. So a cryptdom is what he was stuck inside of. Like he was put on a random planet in the middle of nowhere. And it's like the Chamber of Secrets from freaking Harry Potter. Like it's in a hidden area in plain sight. So like you go somewhere in plain sight and it's probably right there. But his was in like the middle of the desert. But here's the thing. It had like an invisible barrier around it and you had to take like a certain path to get into it. Because it's like what's it called? When you get lost in the woods and you take like circles and
yeah,
circles.
you
But
take-
like you can't go in a straight line and get out of it once you're in the middle of the desert.
Kind of leave. So it's like a invisible lines.
Once you cross in that border, then you cannot leave no matter what, unless if you find where that person is.
Run away outside.
So when he went in there, he couldn't find his way out. So he went into sleep for 10,000 years. And then when the Forerunner figured out the way, he explained that, and it kind of made sense. So he opened the cryptdom, like
So
he
he's the one
opened
who
the
opened-
borders and stuff to let the didact
Bro,
out.
open the Chamber of Secrets.
Pretty much.
Alright, that's probably right.
Okay.
Hello again. So basically, my question, if I want to research, was what is nanotech in real life? And so I searched up on the nanotechnology nanoset of I don't know, but it was basically in the world of Berserk. Nanotech is a lot more like more used like spy and that kind of stuff. It's more like tiny cameras. However, in like real life, it's more so used like for like medical uses. Like there's like this thing you can use, like it's like almost like a little like, I wouldn't say scraper, but like nail filer, I guess.
Okay.
And it's basically used to like get like the plaque out of blood vessels, so they don't have heart attacks and that kind of stuff. However, like that's like in real life, and Berserk it's kind of the same thing though, because I know it's kind of like assassination things, but the microbots were originally developed. So you could go into like to the brain, like fix aneurysms and like fix like
So-
these tiny things.
So here's my understanding. You're saying that yes, it can still go into the brain like it did in Berserk, and like there's still that little like wire that like
They're gonna put in there,
pokes into the brain and like takes what it needs out of it,
But, like also like
or adds what it needs in it.
yeah. What I think about though, if you're able to go into the body, like into the body, you're able to fix so many things. Like you can literally just go like repair like on like a bone, I guess. You could like
And
put
that would
stitches
be,
in.
and that would be life changing
That'd be
because
amazing.
instead of that, instead of like going and cutting the entire human body open and digging through all their organs and stuff,
could just
you
go
could
in.
just send a little bot through there with a little camera or something.
Yeah.
And they can go fix it.
It'd be so much better.
Yeah.
Except it kind of got misused. And yeah, but also okay. So for my other quote, I wanted to research like if that's how they use it in real life, how is it used like practically? Like how would I use it in real life? So I found like they use like carbon fiber and that kind of stuff, like stuff in cars.
But carbon fiber is like one of the lightest metals on Earth.
Yeah, like that kind of stuff. It's made like atomically, like Teflon fibers, that kind of stuff.
So like, technically, if it's made out of carbon fiber, it's gonna be one of the lightest things, and then you wouldn't have like irritation or something of it like crawling in your ear or something.
Here's my idea. We make a negative weight thing. It weighs so little that it
Air
floats.
gel,
Not
air
really.
gel, weighs like nothing. It weighs nothing.
But it still weighs something. So we take the air gel, we replace it with just air, then it floats. We make a
So
new
you're
solid.
putting helium inside of air gel.
Yeah, then we have floating solids. Think about it. You can have a floating water bottle. You can have a floating computer. When can this
That
not
would
be
be
used?
dope.
When can this not be used?
Okay.
Anyway,
But okay, keep going. Yeah, you keep going.
basically, yeah, you can use it in Teflon fibers. You can use it in like molecules. All the stuff that we use in like regular life wouldn't be able to be made without nanotech. And it's like, I guess it's cool how we actually use
Yeah,
it.
I'd say that's pretty dope. Like that's what my book is pointing to as well. Like, yes, they're using like life-changing technologies, but they're not using it to their advantage.
So it's like
It's like your book. They have the technology to do good, but they don't do good.
they just choose not to.
Yeah, they choose not to.
So
Like they have the power to move stars, but they want to move one wrong star, and it wipes out an entire universe.
Here's the thing. They can move stars. They can move them around and save people. Make more Goldilocks zones. Or they could just throw stars at other stars and
Exactly.
make atomic bombs.
That's what they're doing. And then my question was, why did Greg Bear write the book the way he did? Like, why did he decide to make all the long words in there, phrase it the way he does, and like make it sound like so?
There was a choice with how he wrote it. So
Yeah,
why?
there's a choice. Like me talking, I talk normally, but like he talks with like I wouldn't say like a futuristic vibe, but like
An
a long
English accent.
Yeah, like an English accent, like something your English teacher would start saying. Like
The mood was very cumbersome.
yeah, like that.
It
Like-
was very.
all the words that our English teachers give us, that's pretty much what he's doing. Instead of using the normal words, he switches them with those longer words that have the same meaning.
So basically, it's mean because you have to go Google them.
Yeah, and I looked that up. I was like, why does he use all these words in like this wording area? And it was saying that it was trying to make it from like an alien's perspective. So like the way an alien would talk, because people think that aliens are like futuristic kind of. So they wanted to make it sound like futuristic and like how an alien would think and stuff. So that's one of the main reasons. And then they kept putting really long words in there because they said it made more facts and like details in it.
Make you less stupider.
Exactly. Like it makes you want to look up those words to know what they mean. And once you know what they mean, you can read the book and it becomes more interesting. Because if you read those words, you're like, what the heck does that mean? And most people would turn around and be like, nah, I don't feel like researching that. But then if you do research it, it makes the book more clear.
And like explains, because like
yeah, because you'll go read the word and you'll be like, what's that? And then you'll go look it up and you'll be like, oh, that's what it means. And you'll keep reading the book and then it'll pop up again and you're like, oh, I know what that means.
So it's like makes you smarter. Oh my god, no
Pretty
way.
much.
Books make you smarter. Oh my god.
And that there was I already read most of the quotes, but there's one left that I didn't read. It says
Read
says
blue.
right here. It says they understood the universe in ways we never will. We can unlock their secrets, but now apparently we can destroy all they ever made. That's what I call progress.
Because a lot of questions are that. So you said that like the Thrax and what the guys are, they're gods, right? Are they immortal gods? Like could you kill them?
No, most of them you can't. They have to earn that. Like they have to earn that
Right?
rank, because the Manipillar, the main character, the Forerunner, he's the lowest level. He could work his way up to become immortal. Like the Librarian grants what they do on their quest.
Can you kill the Librarian?
No.
Let's say you said you could throw a star storm. What if you just throw like I don't know, a gigantic star, like a black hole at the Librarian?
The Librarian is immortal. The Librarian cannot be killed. The
Are
Librarian
you
created
sure?
everything.
Are you sure? Can you not like put her in a black hole?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I could probably look that up, honestly. I should look that up. That's another thing.
Does the Librarian fit inside of a black hole?
I don't know. But the Librarian is like the creator of all creation, and she gives people their level. So like, yes, you can start out as like a lower class, but the more tasks you do and stuff, the higher rank you get. You only have to do one task in your life, but people go above and beyond because they want to stay alive forever.
So like, my question is like, why would you want to, or like, I'm trying to say, is the lady evil? Like, if you were on the other
No.
side, let's say, okay, the Librarian, she's like trying to convince people to kill random people, I think, right?
No, she's not trying to convince them to kill random people. She's trying to convince them to kill people that went against her, because they went against her and stopped doing their task and stuff, and they are causing
And the main character
destruction.
didn't do the task, right?
Exactly.
So
and
it's
they're
like-
causing destruction everywhere. So that's why they want that person killed.
And your book's like rigged. It's like one guy versus God.
Pretty much.
That's
But here's the thing. The Librarian could take his rank away, but here's the thing. The Librarian was married to him, and the Librarian still needs him because he's a necessary, like, person
So he
to
still has
the
like a
book.
law. Like, he still has like a law. Alright.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Like, I mean, kind of. Alright. So, are we done with quotes then?
Yeah, I'm done with quotes.
Alright,
I don't know if you have any.
I'm good, bro. I think it's time for
Okay.
conclusion, bro.
Okay.
Overall, my book was a very interesting read. If you like sci-fi fiction, it's kind of good for it. It has like, honestly, it's more like biology-focused science fiction, but it's cool for people who are into that kind of stuff, like Martian and like that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I would give it a good 6 out of 7 stars. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah. But my book, it's very interesting. It keeps you on the go, keeps it moving all the time. I wouldn't say there's always cliffhangers because it's always up to detail and it keeps it flowing. So like it doesn't end the chapter with something crazy about to happen.
What's that?
Yeah.
It's a cliffhanger.
But it just keeps flowing. It's really good. I'd rate it a 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5?
Mm-hmm. I'd recommend it to people who like science fiction stuff and like the fact of they have so much upper technology, and they.
Because they're god. Is it technology, or is it more like godly, like someone bestows it to you? Is it more like technology, or is it more like someone like bestows it to you? Because like, you feel like the librarian's like a god.
Yeah, the librarian's like a god.
But like, is it like all the technology is like holy, like works because she said it would, or is it like people like actually like nanotech, like crazy stuff? It's more like,
Like they created it.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. All right then. Is that where we end the podcast?
Yeah, I think we're done.
I'm very sorry we have to end the Peak podcast today.
Yo, we should actually do this more often.
Nah, what do you
This
mean?
would be dope.
I don't know.
Okay.
All right, I'll see y'all.